Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco is here with Binks, and we are continuing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And we are on the final day of the trial.
It's the final day.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I was just thinking the
Doo-doo-doo.
same song.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Gosh, it seems like it's been months.
Yeah.
I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
Perfect way to describe. He's like, I'm always on edge.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Oh, he didn't ask her for her occupation. He said it for her.
Oh. I see someone's getting special treatment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, never
Oh.
mind. Wait, you just said her name and her occupation.
You already forgot. That gray hair is a sign of where his mind is going.
Edgeworth, I'm worried about you, babe. Alright, will the witness state her name and occupation even though I just said it? Oh, she said it. I'm surprised. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter.
Like asking me to state my name and occupation when you just said it.
Yeah, I actually don't blame her on that one. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Ugh. And Edward takes a right jab to the solar plexus.
I recently, while my computer was dead, started seeing the Ace Attorney anime for the first time. And I just love how they have like these superpowers. Whenever they point their fingers, someone just goes flying.
Yeah, it's very funny. It should be like that in the game.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. I want money.
We need it desperately.
Yeah.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
Phoenix, you dirty boy.
Goodness gracious.
I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio One. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van.
Hmm?
There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Do you want me to say them all again?
Sure.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon.
By yourself?
Yes,
And you didn't stop at the employee area?
no,
Are you always this terse?
yes.
Oh dear.
It's not like she's not answering the question. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4.
Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
Fine, Edgeworth.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little disc. It hurts my ears. Damn, he got burned. Another jab to the other side. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One.
And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No. Just like, no, I'm not gonna even bother. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth.
I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
She already explained it. It means what I just said. The judge asked me already. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, right.
At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. Did you just hit your desk?
Yes.
I love that. Coco's like, I'm gonna rebel. She can't stop me from across the screen.
You're stuck right where you are.
Mm-hmm. It irritates me. Uh-oh.
Edgeworth!
They have such bad habits.
They do.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. He sounds like a little kid. Oops.
Oh, I love these characters.
Yep. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the trailer and on the table in front of the trailer.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal,
No, I mean someone else?
one person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak, I mean, she could be eating the steak while committing murder.
Dang, she a carnivorous woman, all right.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But
Oh, sorry.
Someone's hungry.
Stomach.
I'll just talk about steak.
Yeah, I feel like Maya right now.
but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Alright.
Do we have proof?
Yes, we do. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates.
Did they eat
The-
bones?
They did. The plates were bare.
Oh, her face.
Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how.
See, it says that you ate the bone too.
I want to see what happens if you say that. You ate the bone too!
Nick, are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but even I don't eat the bone.
Hey, I don't eat it either, but look at her. She looks like a bone eater. Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone. Can I try that again?
Yay, no penalty.
You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
What a waste.
I know, right? I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on someone else. You can do both. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Her face. Love it.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it.
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha! You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
I mean, just look at the spear.
Yeah, it's not looking very... Yeah. Is this where we present the 5-year-old photo? I think so. Oh, nope. Too early.
I think it was a spear.
Oh.
He just
But
said
I
wrong.
haven't said anything yet.
Never seen that.
I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too, with my fey blood.
Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough of all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. Okay, maybe I was a step too early. A break in the shaft, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I do the same thing all the time. I always jump ahead.
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Mhm.
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Ugh.
Psh.
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Don't answer that.
No.
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Now you go.
Look at this photo graph.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Globo Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the falling man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest.
What are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again.
And it's that same specific little piece of the fence too.
Wasn't that bent? How could he fall on it?
It's just so it's the same exact one. I just don't know. What are the chances, man?
And we will go ahead and wrap this episode up right here.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
Thank you guys for joining us and see you next time.
Bye.
I was kind of surprised because after that Cupid stream where Advocate kept mispronouncing every French word, I was like, oh. he has become good at pronouncing French word. He has worked on his French pronunciation.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Coco here with Johnny the Wolf, and we are continuing EG.
Hello.